Good afternoon, neighbors. Hope everything's going well for you. It is a wonderful, humid day here in Oklahoma. Today I'm in Jenks, Oklahoma, right next to the wonderful, great Arkansas River, which is that way. Wanted to take a few minutes to kind of show you some of the things we do extra for our neighbors whenever they call us out. There's a lot of things that we do to ensure everything's zipped up until we get insurance to buy this roof. Now, this customer, she called yesterday and said that she had noticed a leak in her roof over the garage. So she asked if I'd come out, take a look at her roof, and see what it would take to actually get her a new roof. So naturally, I came out as quick as I could that afternoon, and I'm going to show you what it is we found, because I did indeed find the source of the leak. So upon arrival, the customer had stated that they noticed the leak not too long ago. So she had somebody go up in her attic, I think a friend of the family's, and she had them look up there to see where they could see the source of the leak. They didn't find the source of it. However, they found quite a bit of dampness within her insulation. So they knew they needed to jump into action. And that's where I come in. So upon getting here, first thing I did was I went straight to where I could see possibly where there could be a leak. And I indeed found where that is. If you'll look right here, you see this is a transition from one part of the home to the next. And right here at this transition is where the garage is. This is a two-story home, nice home, and not necessarily storm damage, but just wear and tear. She said that this roof's about 8 years old, and more than likely they reused the same flashing right here from the last roof prior to the one that just put on 8 years ago. So what I found, if you'll notice, we'll get a little closer here. You'll notice all these nails, which actually there's none. So all these nails have popped out. So what it's done is this roof is expanded and contracted with all this Oklahoma heat, then cooling off at night, and it just pushes these nails out, and it just pushes them right through that sealant. Now, it has to have been this way for a little bit, because I have not found one single nail at all. And every one of these pretty much popped out. And this one right here, it's getting ready to. It's kind of what we call nail pop. It's just one of those things that happens on a roof whenever it gets hot during the day and it cools off. So, but there's one particular spot here. You see where it's starting to rot out this fascia here? So what that is water damage. Water's been more than likely getting behind this at some point, and it's rotted it out. It's easy to replace. But right here is where the main source of the leak was. As you can see, I've already patched it up to try to keep temporary rain out of it until we can get a new roof put on this job. But when I got here, these two parts that meet right here, they were lifted up, and it was exposing the material underneath. So as far as the attic goes, there was quite a bit of damp insulation. So the insulation was removed and new was put in. And the reason why it's so important to have that done quickly is, one, it's a hot attic, and it's going to stay damp, and it's just going to soak up more the more it rains. So they also found that some of the rafters are kind of warped, which I think those will be all right. But the other reason why you want to change out that insulation is black mold. It'll start mildewing and molding, And once black mold starts, it spreads like wildfire. So it's very important to get that out as quick as possible. And the other reason you want that insulation out of there, because over time, rain after rain after rain, it's not going to evaporate in time. It's going to get heavy. And when it gets heavy, it's just going to soak up that water, and it's going to eventually end up onto your ceiling, and then it's just going to soak the ceiling, and next thing you know, when you come home, half your ceiling's on your floor. So we definitely don't want that. But however, with this situation, they caught it in time. Right now there's no more leaks. All I got to do is zip up all these nail holes. I'm gonna seal them up with sealant. And that'll get us by until we get the adjuster out here and I can get this roof bought. Since I was already out here, I went ahead and performed a free inspection for her, just to kind of look at the roof, see the condition of it. And it's a good thing I did, because I did find quite a few spots that had hail damage. Some places are spotty, some others are not as big hail hits, but I think it's enough to have the insurance involved and try to get her a new roof. And so I kind of show you some of the things we found. If you'll look, one of the most crucial ones is right here on this ridge cap. This right here is a hail hit. And see, if you look, you don't see that from the ground. This stuff you don't see unless you're up here. The other thing is, right underneath this matting, if you'll see I'm pushing on it, it's pretty soft, which means it's probably broke that seal under there, and eventually water's gonna get in. It may not leak today, may not leak tomorrow, but rest assured, it's gonna leak at some point. Here's another one, not as bad, but it's still squishy. It's just so, look at that, it's just squishy. And there's about 4 or 5 hits right here on this ridge. And the reason why it's so important to have that looked at is because there's an opening there. And so as soon as water gets through, it's leaking right into your attic. See, these are all squishy. This one's not so bad, but then again, it is a hail hit. It's got some soft metal damage, hail hits there. This is where I've marked off square foot area, showing 8+ hits just in this area alone. Our gutters aren't so bad. She's got some pretty premium gutters. They're pretty thick. Got a few hail dings in it, but I don't think she can get any better gutters than what she's got. Another thing that I always look for, and that I had mentioned in a previous video a couple weeks ago, and that's tree hang. Anytime you have trees on your property, they're beautiful, but you got to maintain them. So what I found here, we have one limb that's just touching the roof. It hasn't caused any damage yet, but rest assured, another few more inches of growth, it's really going to start rubbing on these shingles and just marking these granules up. And when you get that granules off there, it just exposes the underlayment of your shingles. So as you can see, the wind's blowing and it's just barely rubbing that shingle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cut these branches back a little bit. Still give her some shade, but keep it off the roof. Yeah, so that's kind of some of the extra things we do for you whenever you call us out. If we see a problem, we'll do our best to get it fixed, at least until we get the roof bought. So I'm going to go down on the ground, get my tools, come up, patch those little holes up, get my cutters, cut the branch off, and try to finish up here. It's getting hot. Well, folks, that does it for me today. Finished up here. I got everything sealed up. I got the branches cut back. All I got to do now is go down on the ground, pick those branches up, get them in a nice little pile for her, make one more walkthrough, see if I see any more storm damage that I may have missed. And yeah, I'm going to call it a day. I think I got this customer pretty much wrapped up, good to go, leak proof, at least until we can get the adjusters meeting, which is the next step. I believe we can get this whole thing bought at the sole cost of the insurance company. So as you can see, that's some of the things we do to take care of customers, our neighbors. Just that extra little step. Make sure you stay dry. I want to show you this view. Stunning view. Beautiful backyard. And there I go, off track again. Anyway, that's it. I'm gonna pick up these branches, load up my tools, and get the heck out of Dodge. I don't know why it's so hot. It's supposed to be nice today. So until next time, folks, stay dry, stay happy, be safe. And I'll catch you on the next one. Why is this so hot out here? Oh, I need an air-conditioned job.
I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all, but in the end, it doesn't even matter.